Cardano putting in another leg up as Cardano price right now around 10% from all-time highs. What is up, everyone? What is up, everyone? Welcome to Crypto Capital Venture. Hit that like, hit that subscribe on the way in. If you're on Twitter, hit that retweet and like right now. Share this as many times as you can. Cardano making moves. I'm going to do an update on Bitcoin in a little bit, but I want to jump into Cardano. I mean, it's the talk of the town if you're in crypto right now. And let's jump into the charts, and we have a lot to talk about. Right now, the thing that sticks out to me, that really does, on this screen, the 6-hour chart, is just these consolidation patterns of Cardano. And this is just on the 6-hour going back to November. And that is when Bitcoin entered its bull market, back here. And this is what Cardano has been doing since then. Higher highs, higher lows, consolidation patterns of higher highs and higher lows. If you just look at this last pattern that Cardano recently broke out of, this was starting in January, Cardano in the 30-cent range, making that break out of the upside. You remember, as we tracked that break through that rising wedge, it's the same thing setting up once again, but to maybe a greater scale. So if we kind of do the same type of chart, now that we have a couple swing highs, you can see this is more of it's not a broadening rising wedge, but it's close to one. It's really a rising channel. Cardano, getting up to that upper trend line potentially. Now that upper trend line is the swing high potential for Cardano, and it is breaking $1.30, $1.33, breaking all-time high for Cardano. I don't know if it's going to happen in the short term, but this very well could happen in the very short term. This could happen today. This could happen this weekend. But there's also room for downside, as always. So don't get overly hyped, but I want to break down the charts. I want to look at speculatively. If this was a true breakout out of this entire rising channel, what could it potentially look like? And we can get a sense from the last breakout that Cardano had to where it is currently. And you can kind of chart speculatively continuation for Cardano. And this plays into our short-term charts on the hourly that we're going to look at. A breakout for Cardano leading into the $3 range. That is the most bullish of all bullishness. Now, it sounds like a stretch. It sounds like a lot. But I want to talk about real quick before we dive into that hourly chart, what's happening. This was released yesterday. I don't know if you saw this or not. But big news, and in my title, I'm talking about Cardano eating into Bitcoin market share, eating into Ethereum market share. Global Crypto Investment Fund FD7 Ventures to sell $750 million worth of Bitcoin to increase Cardano and Polkadot holdings. This is the managing director. Aside from the fact that Bitcoin was first to market and society has given it meaning as a store of value, I think Bitcoin is actually pretty useless, says Prakash Chand. Now, that's not something that I would sit here and say I agree with, that Bitcoin is useless. I don't. Bitcoin is a huge part of my portfolio. But this gives you the mindset of a managing director of a fund with $750 million. And I'm sure he's not the only one. Projects such as Cardano, Polkadot, and Ethereum are the foundation of the new internet and Web 3.0. I've been lucky enough to spend lots of time with the brightest minds in crypto, and I'm willing to bet that each of Ethereum, Cardano, and Polkadot will be more valuable than Bitcoin within the next few years. So everybody, this is just showing you, and I'm telling you, Bitcoin is king of crypto, and I think it's going to remain so, but this is showing you the mindset and sentiment of markets right now in terms of the altcoin ecosystem. And when it comes to that mindset, when it comes to that process of the mental aspect of markets right now, this isn't, especially in regards to Bitcoin being moved, but you better believe, as Cardano has all of these things going with this Goguen release, with Mary Hard Fork basically coming to mainnet March 1st, the Grayscale potential, the Coinbase potential, and all of these other these timeline releases coming up for Cardano blockchain and what they're accomplishing, you better believe that the same sentiment is going to be applied to Ethereum. And I never sit here and talk bad about Ethereum, but you just better believe that Cardano is coming for Ethereum market share. it's still so undervalued. $38 billion market cap compared to Ethereum, $177 billion. And I don't know if I said million or billion, but $38 billion market cap for Cardano right now. Undervalued, everybody. And this is why I've been accumulating Cardano. This is why I talk about it a lot. And it's just because what they're doing has so much potential to take a lot of that market share. And a lot of eyes are coming to Cardano as of even just the last month alone. So diving back in, I want to show you something. And this is a technical analysis, bullish perspective. This is Bitcoin. And I've charted this before. This is Bitcoin. Bull market high, last bull market, bear market low, the green channel, the Fibonacci macro, resistance, the bull market doors. You know the story if you've been watching these videos. Ethereum, important to note, the same type of macro resistance, bull market high, bear market low. This is a weekly chart. Ethereum entered its bull market shortly after Bitcoin. This was in January. Ethereum making a breakout, almost getting to that 1618, $2,200 area. It's going to happen. Ethereum is bullish on the technical charts. Now let's look at Cardano. All of the gains Cardano has had. All of the gains. And Cardano still not even at that stage of the cycle compared to Bitcoin and Ethereum. Cardano just breaking its bull market doors in this weekly candle. And look at this weekly candle. Extremely bullish. So when you start looking up here and you look at the 1618 line, where, by the way, Bitcoin already has far surpassed. This is Bitcoin's 1618 line. Here are the bull market doors. If you go to Cardano, here are the bull market doors. Here's the 1618 line, $2.25. So it gives you an idea of the upside potential for Cardano in this market. You start surpassing that 1618 line and you're getting into that $3 range. You start getting into that $4 range. So in terms of this bull cycle, and this is the first bull cycle, full on bull cycle for Cardano, not catching the tail end of it like last time. This is the first bull cycle. Things are getting crazy. $1.25 right now. So what is going on with this this Bitcoin fund being moved over to Cardano? And on top of that, what else is going on? What is happening behind the scenes in terms of Cardano? And it, to me, seems like a lot is happening. So here's the hourly chart. And if we want to kind of get a sense, or at least a breakdown of what's transpired, I just did a video yesterday talking about what's transpired on the very short term, but let's get an update because things have happened since then. So here's our chart that we were watching. Again, very comparable to this last consolidation pattern. And at the same time, Bitcoin, in a consolidation pattern as well, but Cardano breaking out of that entire pattern, the $1.50 target to the upside out of this symmetrical triangle is there. And now we're falling into a very similar pattern. And what's so similar is because back here, you remember we were tracking this inverse head and shoulders that Cardano broke out of. And now in yesterday's video, I mentioned another kind of similar inverse head and shoulders right here. That Cardano now has broken pretty much the neckline of that. This is a $1.50 target as well for Cardano. Now, I know that it's a very ugly head and shoulders, but you have to remember what is a head and shoulders? Head and shoulders is a very simple story being told. It's a swing high, bears kind of coming in, trying to bring down price. Bulls step in to that previous swing high area, somewhere in the range. Bears come back in stronger, bring it back down for the head. Bulls step in, back to the range, the neckline. The bears try one last time. They fail, as you can see, a right shoulder being put in. The bulls step in, back to the range, the headline, the neckline, and then the break to the upside. And that's the move that just happened. This is on an hourly chart. This is the move that just happened. It's a very, very big move for Cardano with a $1.50 target. Now, there's always room for consolidation to necklines, whether that's a swing high now at $1.23 or recently $1.25 or not. But that neckline sitting down here in the $1.14 range, $1.13 range. So there's always that throwback potential. But that's something you just have to, in the back of your mind, always anticipate. In the short term, we look for a swing high. If Cardano was to do that, that's like a 9% dip for Cardano right now. A lot will depend on what the rest of the markets are doing. You want to keep an eye on that today. But this is probably the best short-term chart you can watch right now. Cardano getting some separation from the neckline, and we want to start seeing some higher highs and higher lows to this target up here at $1.50. It's very possible that if markets going into this weekend were to rally a little bit, Cardano most certainly would break its all-time high on its way to these $2.50 targets. So that's kind of an update what's going on. But I think outside of just the charts on the Cardano charts and Cardano price, you really have to look at what's going on. This is so much bigger actually than just the price. And by the way, this is the live stake of Cardano, 71.8%. 71.8%, everybody, staked right now on Cardano. And, I just tweeted a little bit ago, and I tweeted a lot as Cardano's making these moves. But I basically said not many people are selling their ADA. They're all staking, earning interest every 5 days, passively adding to their Cardano positions. And you better believe, I'm sure, the big money coming into Cardano doing the same thing. There's a lot happening right now in the Cardano ecosystem. If the bull market in general continues, it is all very bullish for Cardano. But again, I should just mention, be careful out there in this extremely volatile crypto land. There's always room for throwbacks. And if you're looking at a 6-hour chart, very simply, that last swing low, that trend line touch, 81 cents to our current swing high around $1.25, there's potential for throwback. Look at this, 98 cents, 91 cents. Dan, how can you talk about 91 cent Cardano when it's so bullish? It's $1.23 right now. Well, if you're new here especially, listen, this is crypto. That's what happens. Those are the moves that happen. I'm telling you, mentally, always just have it in the back of your mind. Have a plan for those scenarios. It's so valuable. So those are my thoughts, everybody. I wanted to do a quick update on Cardano. I'm going to do a Bitcoin video soon, but Cardano's just been moving. So I figured it was worth doing an update. If you're on Twitter, I appreciate you. I see you in the chats. If you're holding Cardano, well played. Congrats. I hope you're enjoying the ride. Let's see where it takes us. But hit that subscribe, hit that like. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.